Pacino. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and you know. And I gang, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and you know. And I gang, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold,
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
That swung out wide to Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
To throw his car. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners at 3-9 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
23 yards, the final tally.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
23 yards on the play. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best one.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Pickett. touchdown. George Pickens with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in by Isabella. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The partner of this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins. To the air on first down with Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Pickett now on first down. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pickett to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Boston, the man in motion left. After the sack on first down, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. George Pickens with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To throw again on second down. Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Wagner. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Now Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Here's Carr. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
From 13 yards out.
And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
29.
Throwing now is Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. 29.
Looking to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good. Come through! 808! 31! Get down!
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
93.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Pickett. Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Pickett. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now Carr, gotta have this one. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it does. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready up.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What now?
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.